Welcome back to the lab, y'all, man. Happy Monday. You know what I'm saying? Got another daily barrel report coming for you guys. It's gonna be July 20th. It's gonna be a beautiful slate. I'm already knowing. Um, it's been a good weekend, honestly. Some ups, some downs. Overall, I think a lot to take away from this. A lot of good to take away from this. A lot of good positives. The model is actually hitting at about 60% for hits, runs, and RBIs today, from what I saw. So super excited about that, and just really looking forward to collecting more data. I think that's really what it is. I'm excited to just see the model continue to learn. I'm excited for us to continue to learn together. And with that being said, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching these videos. Thank you for continuously asking questions. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you have not. There's going to be a lot more content on the way. I got a lot of cool stuff planned. So I'll just get right into it. We got 15 game slate for tomorrow. I did pull this a little bit early, so as you can see, while I do have all of the props, I've got the weather for everything, I just don't have all of the odds. So just being 100% transparent, there may be some barrel signals who we may miss. However, the elite profiles are going to remain the same because that has zero to do with the odds. So just keep that in mind. While we do have less barrel signals, that's because odds play a part. The elite home run profiles are who they are. Now, I know I see a lot of questions sometimes about, oh, well, it's the same people. I want you guys to understand something. This dashboard is not here to, I guess, find different people every day. This dashboard is just showing you true metrics, just baseball data. This has zero to do, there's zero influence on like books, prices, lines, or anything like that. This is not influenced by that. So I want us all to keep that in mind. If you keep seeing the same names pop up, there's probably a reason for that. Those are probably the best players, right? Like, they're probably the most consistent. They're probably the ones who hit the most home runs, hit the most, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to help you guys chase or help you guys just only find home runs. There's no value in that. There's enough ways to do that on its own. I'm really here to help us consistently stack wins. That's it. I'm not really looking for the longest long shot odds or if we find them and they match up and they align with what we want, cool, absolutely. But what I'm trying to do is more so just have us every day just stack some wins. And so that's why today I think this is a good slate to even test this and see what's going to be going on here. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. We got 15 games, and let's see what's going on. All right, so actually before we get into the games, I'm going to go over today's discoveries really quick. We got Julio Rodriguez owns the biggest matchup increase, up 65 points. So you can check that out. If we want to, we'll check that out when we get there. Drew Gilbert has today's strongest recent EV lift, right? So he's at 94.4 miles an hour, and that's up 9.5 miles an hour across the 8 most recent batted ball events. Jose Tena has the strongest confirmed multi-day rise, so his form is up almost 40 points. His power is up 3.2 points. Contact is up 2.9 points. And this is across 6 games. So, and again, this is me pulling live stats. Spencer Steer is the best long shot profile to check out. On some books, he's pulling through at plus 950. Barrel scores at 64.8, matchup 58.1, 0.1 model edge. But we'll look at that in depth about Spencer Steer. San Francisco and KC Kauffman Stadium receives the biggest weather adjustment. So we'll check out what the weather's going on there in a second here. And then Jordan's got the best zone fit against junk. So let's see if junk throws some junk today. Now, getting into it, I will go ahead and go over the pitcher attack board first, so that way you all can see what pitchers you may want to attack. So yesterday it was Zebby Williams and Matthews, right? Or Feltner, yeah. Zebby Matthews. I think that's one dude's name, right? Either way, whoever the two pitchers were, two of the top two attackable pitchers got attacked, pretty much, is what I'm trying to say. So, do with this information as you will. Top three attackable pitchers, we've got Kyle Freeland, James Talion, and Ryan Weathers. And taking a look at it, it looks like who's giving up the most barrel. Talion is giving up the most barrel. Leahy is giving up the hardest hit, though, for whatever that's worth. But overall, I could see why Freeland is the most attackable pitcher. It's the environment, right? They're playing in Coors Field. Average zone fit is kind of ridiculous, though, to be honest with you. ERA 7.36, so he's giving up a lot of runs, and he's giving up 11.2 barrel. So that definitely could be a good game to pay attention to. And then Talion, like we said, is giving up 14.8 barrel. Woba is giving up 4.2. Yeah, 420 Woba. It's going to be litty. That's all I can say there. Home run to fly ball ratio is 27.3%. So, yeah, Talion could be giving up runs. And then Ryan Weathers is coming in at third. He's giving up 10.8 barrel, 4.16 Woba, 26.4 home run to fly ball ratio. So, definitely could be some interesting games tomorrow. But there is some good pitchers on the board. You can see you got DeGrom, you got Chris Sanchez, we got Bibby, we got Fede. So it could be a pitcher's day. Or if you wanted to look at it in the reverse per se. Yeah, Soriano's on the board. So there could be some strikeouts in here that you'd want to take. Chris Sanchez has the best ERA on the board, 2.62, so he's not giving up a lot of runs. He's not giving up too much barrel. And then I can pull through a few other stats, so that way if you guys really wanted, and we can go in depth about strikeout props. That's something I'll probably do later on, though. So just getting right into the games. We got 15 games for tomorrow. First game, we got Minnesota versus Cleveland. No barrel signals, no elite profiles. Like I was saying, we've got 8 barrel signals and 12 elite profiles this day so far with the odds. So looking at the top reads, we got Cody Clemens, Josh Bell, Kyle Manzardo, and Rhys Hoskins. Those are the top reads. Look at the splits real quick. Cody Clemens has the best split against a righty. So could be looking at Cody Clemens, and then on Cleveland, you could be looking at Arias for sure. And then DeLauder will be second for Cleveland. Jeffers will be second for Minnesota. So getting into it, Minnesota versus Bibby. Barrel score is going Clemens, Bell, Lewis. Matchup is going Clemens, Jeffers, Bell, and home run form is going Clemens, Gray, and Bell. Well, Gray is actually a blip. Lewis will be the next one, but the blips have been going. So, I mean, if I'm looking at it, sweet spot's good. I mean, Will Bacon isn't terrible. 383 is pretty solid. I mean, 250 around the board for like an average is pretty good. You know what I mean? But 383, I would say that's decent. That's really good. Launch angle is what it is, 14.5. What's this hard hit? So I want to make sure that I get the hard hit in here too, because I didn't get it in there last time. So yeah, Cody Clemens. I definitely could see Cody Clemens. Jeffers, I mean, looks good too. His ISO is good, so he's getting extra bases. His WOBA is really solid. He's got the best WOBA on the team right now. Low swinging strike, so he's very disciplined at the plate, and 10% barrel. I like Jeffers. I like Jeffers. His form isn't the best, but that's okay. He's making he's making contact, and when he does make contact, he's getting on base. So 355 Will Bacon isn't bad. It could be better. It could be better, right? So Josh Bell, I guess, if you wanted to look at it in that sense, would be the safer option for Will Bacon, but he just doesn't get the extra bases as often as Jeffers does. So you can do with that as you will. Cleveland versus Joe Ryan. Matchup is going, barrel score is going Manzardo, Hoskins, DeLauder. Matchup, Arias, DeLauder, Manzardo. Form is going, Hedges, DeLauder, and Haplin. So Hedges is a glitch. Haplin is a glitch. Rocchio and Bazzano will be the next ones. Nothing immediately. His launch angle is okay. A home run can get out at 11 degrees. It's the hard hit that does worry me. Only 20% fly ball, so he's not really hitting the ball in the air too much. So maybe not a glitch there. But DeLauder's okay. You could get bases out of him. You could get fantasy score. Arias, I really like Arias, right? He had the best split versus the righty too, and he's got 452 Will Bacon, 10% barrel, 30% home run to fly ball ratio. Yeah, you can go Arias and Manzardo, right? I like Manzardo for Cleveland. I think he's always their safest option, and then DeLauder. So, also one other thing, real quick. I know sometimes the scroll here glitches and it messes up, it refreshes, takes you back to the main thing. So I added a drop down. That way it doesn't keep taking you back to where you weren't, right? It takes you exactly to where you need to be. So next game, we got Pittsburgh versus New York. No barrel signals, one elite profile, no plus profiles here. Top reads is going Ben Rice, Belo, Valdez, and Reynolds. And I actually really like these top plays. I think you could run them as a 4-man, and that would probably cash. The only one I'd be risky about is Ben Rice, to be real with you. The only one I'd be worried about is Ben Rice. So looking at splits for Pittsburgh, it's going Valdez again. He's got 21% barrel, 47.4% hard hit, 92.7 average EV, 550 Will Bacon, 950 slugging on contact. He's only hitting 5 home runs at that rate, but however, 550 Will Bacon and 950 slugging is a pretty wild combination with a 21.1% barrel. So Valdez is probably be the safest bet here. And then on the flip side, looks like Ben Rice. Right, 46 Will Bacon, 768, 22 home runs with this split. Ashcraft is probably going to give it up tomorrow. And then Rosario would be a nice, solid choice after that. I know it's saying Grisham, but Rosario's slugging and his Will Bacon are way better. It's just Grisham hit more home runs and has a better hard hit. But I don't care about that because I'm looking at what's actually happening on offense. And Rosario, in that case, would be producing more. Smaller sample size, so I'll give Grisham that. Pittsburgh versus Ryan Weathers. Barrel is going Belo, Valdez, and Reynolds. Matchup is going Valdez, Reynolds, Ozuna. And form is going Callahan, O'Hearn, Valdez. And then Reynolds, right? And then Reynolds. So, Valdez, we've seen it. He's got the best split. 900 slugging. 555 Will Bacon, which would make sense. I mean, 542 right here overall, including both lefties and righties. 404 ISO. So yeah, Valdez is good. I noticed even though his pitches numbers haven't changed, the metrics do change. They are changing. So don't worry about that. I'll probably even get rid of this and put something else here. Don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about that. These numbers are still accurate though. So yeah, Valdez easily the best pick for me for tomorrow. Um, in that Pittsburgh New York game. So Minnesota Cleveland didn't like anything. So Pittsburgh and New York, like I was saying, Valdez will be that next pick that I do like. And then after Valdez, it was Belo, right? He was up there. 429 Will Bacon, 11.2 pull barrel, 12.5 barrel. I mean, there's some solid numbers. Some really solid numbers. 17-degree launch angle. So yeah, it'd be Valdez, and then Belo will be second. New York versus Ashcraft. Barrel is going Ben Rice, Grisham, McMahon. Matchup is going Rice, McMahon, Grisham. Form is going Rice, Grisham, Dominguez. I know everybody feels the way they feel about Ben Rice, and some may say, oh, well, you could go with somebody else on the team or all that. I'm going to tell you, I watched that game, and a lot of the times that thought process isn't the safest because that other person may not even do well because their captain isn't doing good. Not to say Ben Rice is the captain of that Yankees team. We know it's Judge's team. But in Judge's absence, they look to Ben Rice. In all honesty, they've been looking to Ben Rice. And so when he's off, majority of the times everybody else around him is going to be off. So I'm still a believer in follow the strongest metrics, the strongest data, and you'll win the most over time, consistently the most over time. And that person for me every time is Ben Rice. Like, I know he's going to chalk me. Other people will chalk me too, and then I'll be mad that I chase some no name, right? So for me, it's better to just stick and trust the data. Over time, it will hit for you. So yeah, Ben Rice is easily number one pick there. Goldschmidt, I do like Goldschmidt. He's starting to come back alive. Not home run form wise, I'm just meaning offensive production wise. Just anything in general out of him, we're starting to get again. 234 ISO, 377 Will Bacon, 7.4 pulled barrel, 9.9 barrel. Not the greatest, but he will get you some bases. His fantasy score has been low, 4.5. That's a hit and a run. That's it. So you can take fantasy score, you can take hits, runs, RBIs. Yeah, Valdez, Ben Rice. That's the only one for that game. So go to this next one. Oh, got Tampa Bay versus Toronto. 2 barrel signals, 1 elite profile. So the top reads in the game is going Caminero, Aranda, Okamoto, and Vladdy. Barrel signal, Caminero and Aranda, and then elite profile is going Caminero. So let me get Aranda. I'm trying to figure out how I missed Aranda. That's why. Oops. Yeah, he should have been on there. I don't know how they missed him that way. Probably because I did it a little bit early. But all good. All good. He makes the list. So let's keep it going. Looking at some splits real quick. Yeah, Caminero is the best against Cease, but Cease is pitching. So that's one thing there. It might not turn out the way that Tampa Bay would hope. On the flip side, you got Okamoto. He's got the best split against a righty. Nick Martinez is pitching. So there you go. Tampa Bay versus Cease. Barrel is going Caminero, Aranda, Yandy. Matchup is going Caminero, Aranda, Yandy, and form Taylor Walls, Caminero, and Aranda. Now, if Taylor Walls hits a home run off Dylan Cease, I'll laugh all day. That'll be funny. Not saying it's impossible, right? This dude is in the MLB. He's in the league, so obviously he could do something. But best barrel on this team is no question. 276 ISO for Caminero, 432 Will Bacon, 15.8 barrel, 54.7 hard hit. Yeah, Caminero definitely could be the one to hit one off of Cease. Caminero and Aranda. Not to say Aranda's going to hit a home run, but he can get a hit off him too. So yeah, don't be afraid of these big name pitchers, guys. It happens. I know we got Miz on the schedule too. It happens, guys. Don't worry. Toronto versus Nick Martinez. Barrel is going Okamoto, Guerrero, Springer. Matchup is going Okamoto, Guerrero, Springer. Form Guerrero, Varsho, Springer. So, I mean, looking at this one, it'd be Okamoto or Springer. Springer just doesn't have a great pull. Not to say he can't hit one dead center, but with 43.9 hard hit, I don't know if he's hit one dead center. So yeah, it'd be Okamoto. Okamoto and Springer you could do for Toronto for sure. Okamoto and Springer. Alright. Let's go to this next game. Alright, got Baltimore versus Boston. One barrel signal in this game. Top reads is going Willier, Alonso, Contreras, and O'Neill. And that's a pretty solid four-man. Like, don't forget that you could take those plays as a four-man parlay right there. 10x all day. Kobe Mayo has the best split here. And on the flip side, Wilson Contreras. So, Baltimore versus Toll, Alonso, O'Neill, Basayo. Matchup is going Alonso, Mayo, O'Neill. And form is going Basayo, Alonso, Henderson. I do see Alonso in the middle of that pack. I see O'Neill in here too. Yeah, it could be an interesting game for Baltimore. And again, just because they're not going on my list doesn't mean that they can't hit. I think that's why it's important that you do watch the videos. The list is only a compacted version of what's going on in here. And again, sometimes even I myself miss notes. So I do want everybody to encourage everybody to watch the videos. I don't mind you watching, posting notes. That's cool. But just don't forget, the best resources is to hear the video and see it interacted with the metrics. So yeah, right now for Baltimore, I could say I could see Cowser. Basayo owes me super lunch money. Filet mignon lunch money. Yeah, it could be Basayo, it could be Cowser. It really just depends on how they play. All right, Boston versus Baz. We got Abreu, Contreras, Duran. Matchup, we got Contreras, Abreu, Duran. Form, Abreu, Siegler, Yoshida. Contreras, easy. and Abreu. You know what I mean? They do look good. Make sure I add. Here we go. All right. Let's go ahead and get this thing going. LA versus Philly. 1 barrel signal, 2 elite signals. Shohei is the barrel signal, and he's also the elite signal along with Schwarber. Top reads is going Schwarber, Ohtani, Muncy, and Bryce Harper. Versus Sanchez. It could be interesting. Kyle Schwarber and Shohei, both the top plays. I mean, Tommy Edman, though. Edman came in and smacked the home run. We had him, but then they benched him. So I think the books knew. They see that influx of cash or something. They like, nah, we can't play these people out. So definitely do with that information what you will with those split charts. Now I'm going to just try to fly through this. So Dodgers versus Sanchez. Barrel's going Ohtani, Muncy, Hernandez. Matchup is going Ohtani, Pajes, Edman. Form is going Ohtani, Tucker, and Muncy. And then I would be going Ohtani and yeah, probably Max Money. That's why I call Max Muncy, because he be making me money. So yeah, I'll take Shohei and Max Money. I got him up here already. There we go. And then we got Kyle Schwarber. Barrel score against Sheehan is going Schwarber, Harper, Marsh. Schwarber, Harper, Marsh. Matchup and form Turner, Schwarber, Bone. Yeah, Schwarber just looks the best. I can't deny that. Turner's form is kind of creeping up. He didn't cash home run, hits, runs, and RBIs today, which is okay. He could go tomorrow. So, yeah, make sure I'm not missing nothing. Yeah, Schwarber. Schwarber is the only profile worth noting. Alright, got SD versus ATL. 1 barrel signal, 2 elite profiles. Top reads is Matt Olson, Drake Baldwin, Tatis, and Austin Riley. Yep, Tatis, Riley, Olson. Yep, Tatis actually does have the best split. Not sure how, because Bowen, I don't even know if Bowen's playing tomorrow, though. That's the thing. This is a little bit early, so then Drake Baldwin on the flip side. SD versus Bryce Elder. Barrel score is going Tatis, Machado, Merrill. Matchup is going Tatis, Campusano, France. And home run form is going Song, Tatis, and France. I mean, so looking at this, Campusano should be hitting the dart tomorrow. It's just a matter of him getting his rhythm down. Yeah. So, and I like the Padres, but it's just tough right now to read them because before today, right, they don't want to put up any runs, and then today they want to put up 19. So I love my Padres, but they've been tough. But Tatis is Tatis. You can definitely trust Tatis. Jackson Merrill's been heating up too. I do like that play for total bases or hits, runs, RBIs. I'm waiting on Gavin Sheets, man. I'm waiting on Gavin Sheets to get back. ATL versus Sears. Barrel, we've got Olsen, Baldwin, Riley. Matchup, we've got Baldwin, Olsen, Riley. In form, we've got Baldwin, Harris, Olsen. All right, so Matteo definitely has the best barrel, best form. Oh, no, not the best form, but in combination to the two and tangent to the two. So Olsen, Michael Harris does look good too. He's definitely like a walking lick for bases and hits, runs, RBIs. Excuse me, those two things are like right up his alley. So yeah, on top of Olsen and Baldwin, you can take Michael Harris. All right, yeah, these top read cards, man, they've actually increased too. So they're hitting about, I know last time I checked it was like 50.9. They're hitting like a 53, 54% rate now, which I'm okay with. I'm super okay with only winning 54% of the time, right? That happens. So San Francisco versus KC, we got 2 barrel signals, 1 elite profile. Devers, Caglioni, Witt, and Eldridge. Witt and Eldridge do have... let's see, what do they have in common? They do have a couple things in common. Bobby Witt is the signal, though, so I wonder if it's the odds that came through. Because Eldridge has the better barrel, better pitcher attack. So zone fit is what Bobby Witt has over him. But it's all good, though. These plays could all hit, right? So getting into it, San Francisco versus Watcher. Barrel's going Devers, Eldridge, Schmidt. Matchup is going Devers, Schmidt, Ramos. Form is going Eldridge, Schmidt, Ramos. So on top of Devers, I do like Eldridge. Right there, 454 Will Bacon and at 13.3 barrel. That is really enticing to me, as well as that 55.2 hard hit. So if he gets a right pitch, yeah, Eldridge could definitely send another one. Could he go back to back? Yeah, I think he can. I think the power proves that he can definitely go back to back games hitting home runs. And then you got Devers. So let me get Eldridge on there. All right. KC versus McDonald. Caglioni, Witt, Perez. Matchup is going Caglioni with Pasquinti. And form is going Thomas, Perez, and Caglioni. I definitely could see Caglioni hitting another one. Yeah, 52.8 hard hit. Yeah, Caglioni could send one into space tomorrow. So I like those two picks, Caglioni and Witt for KC. That's good. All right, I'm going to try to pick it up a little bit just so that way I can get this out in a decent time. All right, I got the Mets versus Milwaukee. No barrel signals, 1 elite profile. Top reads is going Soto, Bowers, Mitchell, and Alvarez. That is what's going on. We got Mizorowski on the mound. So we got the Mets versus Miz. Soto, Alvarez, Lindor for barrel. Matchup is going Soto, Alvarez, Lindor. Form is going Polanco, Beatty, and Ewing. I can see Soto. I mean, where'd that Polanco dude go? Yeah, see, that's a good launch angle. He's just not hitting the ball super hard. He's hitting it decent, though. And then he needs to get these numbers up. His pull barrel, he needs to get that up. And that'll make his form go up. And then we can start looking at him. But to me, these are considered like luck kind of home runs. But Soto would be the next one. And Alvarez. Alvarez is definitely a sleeper. Um, and then Beatty. Beatty's been coming through pretty clutch for the Mets and pretty clutch for me too. So yeah, nothing's getting jotted down for them because they're not any one of the signals. I'm not saying that you can't hit, but let me put them down. I put Soto and Alvarez. Just because I don't want anybody to say, nah, you didn't have them. Nah, you didn't say them if it cashes. I said it. All right, Milwaukee versus Peralta. That's another solid pitcher. Got Bowers, Mitchell, Chorio for Barrel. Matchup is going Bowers, Mitchell, Chorio. Form is going Terang, Bowers, and Mitchell. Let's see. So 499 Will Bacon. Yeah, that's a pretty decent number, but he's not hitting the ball well. I don't know what happened to him in these last couple weeks. His launch angle has just been terrible. But Bowers is the Plus Pro signal, so not Plus Pro. I'm sorry, the Home Run Elite profile. He's not the Plus. We don't have any of those this game. I'm curious to see when and how those test up, how often they pop up. Definitely. All right, so yeah, on to the next game. I like the top four in this one, though. I will say that. I do like the top four for this Milwaukee game. So you got Detroit versus the Cubs, it looked like. So we got Torkelson, Suzuki, Green, and Dingler. All right. Got Detroit versus Italian. Barrel score is going Torkelson, Green, Dingler. Matchup is going Green, Torkelson, Dingler. And form. Yeah, these glitches, man. Torkelson, Keith, and Matt Verling. Yeah, because look at that again. Hold on, let me see. Oh, whoops. There we go. I was wondering, I'm like, wait a minute. Where'd all these people come from? But that was the bottom of the barrel. Not to say we don't look down there, but we do if the numbers add up. And right now, the numbers are pointing towards green. 246 ISO, 376 Woba, 456 Will Bacon. Yeah, it could be Dingler. It definitely could be Dingler. Or yeah, Riley Green. I said Green and Dingler. All right, let's see. I only got a few more games left. Chicago versus the White Sox. I'm sorry. White Sox versus Texas. Chicago is the White Sox. No signals, no elite profiles. Top reads is going Montgomery, Peterson, Berger, and Murakami. White Sox versus DeGrom. Let's see. Barrel score is going Montgomery, Vargas, Murakami. Matchup is going Murakami, Montgomery, Teal. And form is going Vargas, Peters, and Tanachi. Yeah, Murakami does look good again today, but will he go is the $1,000,000 question. That is the question. Will he actually go? But Murakami does look good. And then he's got the best hard hit, too. So it'll probably be Murakami. And See, it's always tough between Montgomery and Vargas. All right, let's see. Oh, let's get to this next game. Yeah, so yeah, probably Murakami and Vargas. All right, next team. So we got Texas versus Fade. Barrels going Peterson, Berger, Nimmo. Matchup is going Nimmo, Peterson, Berger. Form with the glitch, Osuna, Nimmo, Jung, and then Berger. Yeah, Fosky looks really good. His form is coming up. It's creeping up. Let's see here. Yeah, Brandon Nimmo. Yeah, Brandon Nimmo for Texas is who I see. And maybe Jock Peterson, but not even. It would be Higashioka, right? Because he's got the better sweet spot, meaning he's squaring up with the ball better, and he's got 23.7 home run to fly ball ratio. He's not the hardest hitter, but he'll get you a few singles in a game. He'll bring some guys in. You can definitely do that. All right. Let's get to this next game. Miami versus Houston. No signals. One elite profile. Yep, I pretty much figured it out. Jordan, Stowers, Hernandez, and Walker are the top plays for this game. Jordan's going to take up this whole board, man, because once we get there, yeah, you'll realize it's all green. Barrel score, Stowers, Hernandez, and Conine. Matchup is going Stowers, Conine, and Hernandez. Form, Hernandez, Conine, and Lopez. Foscue. Well, not Foscue, I'm sorry, Conine. What more can I say? Is both of those together, do I like these two up-and-coming bats? But Conine, I think you can go for another one, my friend. I definitely think. Let me see. Yeah, that could be a nice little play tomorrow. We'll definitely see. We'll have to play that one by ear. All right, Houston versus Junk. We got Alvarez, Walker, and Smith. Matchup is going Alvarez, Smith, Trammell. And form is going Alvarez, Diaz, and Smith. We already know what they want. They said you know what I mean? They said that, Jordan had the best matchup fit here, so we already know what we want. I'm not even going to second guess this one. This one's easy. This one's easy. So I'm going to trust that Jordan is going to get it done tomorrow. And that's why he went on there. All right, got the Nationals versus the Rockies. And they're playing in Coors Field, so this one should be an interesting game. Top breeds is going Wood, Goodman, Mead, and Moniak. I like all four of those as well. This is a solid stack for the environment. Washington versus Freeland. Wood, Mead, and Abrams. Top barrel score. Matchup is going Wood, Mead, and Cruz. Form is going Abrams, Mead, and Dalen Lyle. Filtering back by score. James Wood does always find his way to the top. He's got 59 hard hit, 18.7 barrel, 550 Will Bacon. Yeah, that dude's pretty legit. Luis Garcia will be a close second, though. Let's see. Jr. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Then on the flip side, got Colorado versus Alvarez. Barrel score is going Goodman, Moniak, Julian. Matchup is going Goodman, Julian, and Karros. Form, Sullivan, who's that? Karros and Freeman. Okay, cool. I can still see those names right there. Let's see. 73.7. I like Goodman. I like where he is right now. It's either that or Moniak. It's just their swinging strike. They're pretty aggressive. Could lead to strikeouts, but it could also lead to more contact. Nah, because it's a strike, so there is no contact. Yeah, so it could be leading to more strikes. Strikeouts, but we'll see. We'll see. Goodman does look the best, though, for tomorrow out of that bunch. Did I miss Washington? Nope, I got them. Okay. Oh, yeah, them and Garcia. So we got the Oakland A's versus the A's of Arizona. Not the A's of Arizona, but you know what I mean. The Diamondbacks, no barrel signals, one elite profile. Right? I don't know why that's a tongue twister. Top reads in the game is going Langoliers, Caro, Marte, and Soderstrom. I like all of these too. Marte is probably the only one I'd be iffy about, even over Soderstrom. So. Oh, let me get this filter real quick. All right, so we got Oakland versus Bratt. Barrel score is going Langoliers, Soderstrom, Cortez. Matchup is going Langoliers, Bolt, and Soderstrom. Form is going Soderstrom, Langoliers, and Wilson. Excuse me. Yeah, so Langoliers, I mean, that Will Bacon is solid. It's got good home run to fly ball ratio. Great fly ball. Second hardest hit on the team. Yeah, I think he did great. Yeah, I think you're gonna do great tomorrow. So yeah, Langoliers, man, I like where Langoliers is, honestly. And then Soderstrom, I do like Soderstrom's spot. He's been heating up. Been watching him for a minute as far as the charts go, because I do like the A's. I know somebody said that I don't like the A's. It's not that I don't, but just to look at this from perspective, it's a small sample size. I know this isn't accurate as far as for these young guys, these newer guys. He does have this dude specifically, I believe it is Kuroda, the guy, has a 22-game hit streak or on-base streak or something like that. Or made history for something like the most hits in A's history or whatever in a certain span. So I know these dudes have good bat. It's just me personally, I don't want to chase the bat just because this streak has been good, or not to say I don't trust streaks, but new players could be streaky. A best example I could think of is Eldermo Vargas. In the beginning of the season, he had like a 23 game hit streak. And then since then, has anybody heard Eldermo Vargas' name before I said it today? Not really. So it just depends on what we are looking for, what we're looking at, how I'm going to attack the board. I'm not saying the A's don't have hitters. Well, who's this dude, right? Kobe Thomas. Kobe Thomas could definitely hit something tomorrow. Was this Heim, right? Heim. It's got good ISO. So, yeah, there are some sleepers on here. I'm not going to knock it. I'm not going to deny it. So, I will go ahead and mention them like I did. So that way you guys know how to read or how to better understand, or even just some of my thought process when filtering out certain people. Let's see. We got Arizona versus Springs. Barrel score is going Carroll, Marte, and Kepler. Matchup is going Marte, Kepler, Carroll. Form is going. Was that Waldschmidt? Is that how you say that? Tim Tabo and Arenado. Yeah, I think that's how you say that. Waldschmidt. Alright, so barrel score. Filtering that way is giving us Carroll and Marte. I mean, I could see that. They are the bats heating up, but Kepler, dude, I really want Kepler because I do believe he's going to go soon. The launch angle is great. His hard hit is up there, too. He's got great fly ball ratio. He's got solid pull barrel. So, yeah, Max Kepler could definitely, in the right conditions, he could send 1 yard. Oh, whoops, that's a sim report. It's that Arizona game. Make sure I put Kepler on there. Yeah, cool. All right, let's go to the next game. Oh, was that the last one? Why do I feel like I missed the game? Yeah, Cincinnati and Seattle. Let's see. There it is. I don't know why those two weren't loaded. I'm like, there's no way we just did all of those. So we got Cincinnati versus Seattle. No barrel signals. 1 elite profile. Top reads for this game is going Ellie, Canzone, Rayleigh, and Stewart. I don't think Canzone played today because I tried to put him on a slip and I couldn't. So that means running back today. And this 4 does look good too. I like this 4 right here. So Cincy versus Kirby. Oh, that could throw a little wrench in the plan I have for this team. Barrel score is going Ellie, Stewart, Steer. Matchup is going Ellie, Stevenson, Blade. And then form is going Noelvi Marte, Ellie, and Ke'Bryan Hayes. JJ Blade, he's got to come through, man. He was in the near miss section all day today. Yeah, so Ellie and Blade. I mean, South Stewart, though. I do like me some South Stewart. He's got a great barrel. And he's got a decent hard hit. A good launch angle. Yeah, let's see. Blade and Stewart. Yeah, I like that right there. All right, we got Seattle versus Abbott. Barrel score is going Canzone, Rayleigh, Rodriguez. Matchup is going Canzone, Rodriguez, Rayleigh. And form is going. I'm trying to figure out these glitches, man. True form is going Young, Canzone, and Rosarena, but then Robles and Rodriguez glitched. So barrel score is going Canzone, Rayleigh, Rodriguez. Matchup. Yeah, so why is the form the only one messed up? It's all good. I'll fix that in a minute. But looking at this, though, I think Canzone could be the one to go. Julio Rodriguez isn't like a huge home run dude, per se. But he'll get you some bases, fantasy score for sure. Luke Rayleigh, swing and strike. He's just been really aggressive. Extra aggressive. That's what that is telling me. I think it actually went up. I don't think it was at 21 yesterday. I think it was still like at 20 point something. So he must have been swinging at some strikes today. Pull barrel is pretty solid between the two, Canzone and Rayleigh. And then barrel. Actually, barrel for balls in play Advantage will go to Rayleigh. So it could be Rayleigh, it could be Canzone. Right? They're both top reads for a reason. So, all right, we got this last game. St. Louis versus the Angels. No barrels, no elite home runs signals. Top reads is going Trout, Walker, Burleson, and Soler. Let me see. I'll show the splits on this one because it's the last game. Yeah, so Burleson's got the best split for St. Louis. And then you got Jordan Walker. And over here for the Angels, it's just straight up Trout. Straight up. So St. Louis versus Soriano. Barrel scores are going Walker, Burleson, Velasquez. Matchup is going Walker, Burleson, Newbar. Form is going Burleson, Weatherhort, Walker. I wonder what happened to his form. It was there the other day. So Burleson looks good. And Jordan Walker looks excellent, though. And then, let's see. Velasquez not having anything is going to bother me because I want to know what his numbers are. And I get it. These are the numbers. They're just not forward-facing within the dashboard. And I think tomorrow's the day that Velasquez does do something. Just based on what we're seeing at 263 ISO, 394, 493. Yeah, Velasquez could be an answer for somebody. If not, and that's possible. If not, you can go Jordan Walker. Yeah, you can go Jordan Walker. So yeah, it'd be Walker and Velasquez possibly, right? That's who I like. Just me, but that's me. That's just what do I know? All right. Last but not least, guys, we got the Angels hitters versus Leahy. Barrel is going Trout, Soler, Nito. Matchup is going Trout, Soler, Nito, and form is going Siri. Okay. Oh, it's a glitch. So that's why I'm like, wait a minute, where did he come from out of nowhere? All right, so Siri's got the glitch, and then Grisham, Ohop, and Chanel make up the remainers. So yeah, it could be Trout. He might jump all over dude tomorrow. And then anybody else? Maybe Jose Siri? Maybe. But for the most part, yeah, Mike Trout. That's it. Soler could do some damage too, just based off of his barrel. And then he does steal bases, so I like that fantasy score, right? So yeah, just keeping that in mind. Man, cool. Well, that was all the games. I appreciate everybody who's watching. I appreciate everybody who's rocking with me. Hopefully, this information is becoming a little bit easier to digest. And again, don't hesitate to reach out if you guys do have any questions at all. And I'm here to answer those questions. I'm here to help you guys get a better understanding. So I appreciate you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys for liking. Appreciate you guys for subscribing. I'll go ahead and see you guys tomorrow. Man, good luck with everything. And peace out, man.